What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabriella and this is Makeup Adventures with Gabby. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on this look I did on my sister on Saturday, and I'm really excited to start this new series, so let's just get right into it. Woo! We're going to go ahead and start with her eyebrows, and we are using the Hourglass Arch Sculpting Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brunette. And I basically just do the same thing as I do on myself. I brush the hairs down. I start with the end, so the arch part of it, and I just fill them in. She doesn't need a lot of it, but we still wanted to go a little bit more bold on her eyebrows than usual. I've done my sister's makeup a lot of times, and she was one of the first people I did makeup on when I first started doing looks on other people than just myself. I know her face structure very well, so it was really fun to try something new with her too. So for people that know me, you need to know that I come from a long line of extra AF women, and my sister is one of them. So follow her on Instagram. Anyways, we are using the ColourPop concealer in the shade Medium Dark 32, I believe. So I used a flat concealer brush to shape her eyebrows, and I used that same concealer to prime her eyes, and I set her eyelids with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. So if you're wondering what brushes I'm using a set from Glow Skin Beauty, which is an American company. You should check them out. They're pretty pricey, but they're also very good quality, and I love working with them. So for her eyes, I'm using a mix of the Urban Decay On The Run Shortcut Mini Palette and the Soft Glam by Anastasia Beverly Hills. The first shade that I'm using as her transition shade is the shade Shortcut from the mini palette, and I love using this kind of shades on myself or on my sister. Clearly I am hilarious because she's laughing at me. She's probably laughing at something that she said, but that's fine. So I'm just working that on the crease and building it as much as I want to, or as much as I can. And then I'm taking the shade Rendezvous with a more precise brush, and I'm still just gonna work that on her crease and on her outer corner. Sorry, that was hard to say. And just building up the color again. She wanted a soft glam look, so I decided to go with the shades because I've never done this before with her, so I was really excited about it. For the soft glam palette, I took the shade Mulberry, and what I like to do is I like to work in angles with shades like this. So I start from the lash line, I blend it out, and I work my way up until her not all the way up to her eyebrow, but just in that kind of angle. And I just repeated this a couple of times until I got the shade I wanted. I used the shade Noir from the Soft Glam palette and just on her lash line. Like, I didn't go anywhere else than just the outer lash line. I took the shade Rose Pink with my little ring finger to put all over her lid, and I blended it out with that same precise brush that I used earlier. She wanted a little bit of sparkles, and I find that the Underrun palette, the little pink shade called Zone, gives like some sparkles, so it doesn't actually turn out as like a shimmer shade, more like sparkles. She kept making faces every time that I wasn't looking. I don't know why I didn't show what eyeliner I'm using, but I'm using the Revlon Color Stay in the shade Black Brown, I believe. And I used this on her waterline and on her lash line, a little bit on her lid, and I just smudged it out. And that's the only eyeliner that I used. I really liked the way that it looked, especially once I put the fake lashes on. So I reused some of the lashes that she had from the previous time that she had makeup on. I always curl the lashes first, and then I put a coat of any mascara that I love, which today was the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. I really like this one, especially when I put lashes on people. I just find that it makes a blend really well. I also, while the glue was drying from the fake lashes, I primed her face with the Hourglass Veil Setting Powder. The Hourglass Veil primer. Put on one of her lashes. First, she was super surprised on like how like different your eyes look when you have lashes and when you don't. So we're using the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm probably not saying it right. My camera wasn't focusing, but I used the shade Aruba. I love doing makeup on my sisters because we have the same skin tones. Sorry, Mary Claire and Rick.
Yeah. Oh.
Moving on, for concealer, I used the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade 32 medium dark, I believe. And I'm just putting this directly on her. She was super surprised on the amount of concealer that I'm using because she never uses that amount. She's always scared that people are gonna know that she's wearing concealer, which is really funny, but that's okay. And I find that this concealer a little bit goes a long way, but I still want her to look a little bit chiseled, like I said when I was doing this. So, yes, my lighting is about to change because I have no idea how to fix the lighting on my camera, apparently. So we were saying bye to her boyfriend, Rob. He was really funny when he came in. He was like, "What are you guys doing?" We were filming. So I'm using the Cover FX concealer to brighten out her eyes and just to highlight her face. Again, to make her look a little bit more chiseled and just to have a little bit more brightness under the eyes. We both have very dark circles around her eye. I know she wasn't paying attention to me while I was doing her makeup. So she basically said, how are models not obsessed with themselves when they have makeup on, which is really funny. So I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder for her face to set her face. I know that I like cut off while I was saying something about her concealer, but whatever, let's move on. With my Cali Contour by Smashbox, we are contouring. We're taking the two shades of contour. One of them I find is too neutral, but if I use it with the other one, which is just a bronzer, I find that it really makes a nice shade of contour for my type of skin tone, which is a little bit more in the warmer side. So I'm just working that with her face. I'm using the butter bronzer, and I seriously don't know why I'm filming the way that I'm filming. I kept going in front of the camera when I did one of her, like the side of her face, and yeah, so I'm sorry, I suck at this. Again, I probably said something hilarious, so let's all laugh together. Haha, I'm so funny. I'm taking from that same contour palette that blush that I am obsessed with in the moment. And again, I'm in front of the camera. Why? I don't know. My hair, I literally woke up and I didn't do anything with my hair. I didn't even brush it. So yeah, that was fun. So we're talking about our teeth and how she doesn't like smiling with her teeth because she finds that her teeth are too big, but they honestly look perfect. And I have first a gap between my teeth, and I also have a broken tooth, so that's great. I'm taking the lightest highlight from that palette, and I'm just taking like this flat brush. I really like that one for highlight. It just blends it so well into the skin. I don't even know what it does, but it's amazing. I'm taking some of the Milani highlight too. I don't remember what shade this is, and I don't have it in front of me, so I'm sorry, but I love that for our skin tones. And she was like talking about how she was like she didn't know what kind of shade of highlight. She could never find like a right one, and I was like, leave it to me, okay? So I put a lot of highlight because I love highlight. I'm just using that shade Shortcut on her lower lash line, and I also mixed in with the shade Rendezvous. And those are the only two shades that I used underneath. I used a very flat, dense brush on her lower lash line with the shade Rendezvous. I wanted it to be a little bit more punchy. I didn't really have to blend it out because of the way that I wanted it to end up looking. Then I went back to the Soft Glam palette and I used the shade Fairy for her inner corner and her brow bone. I don't know how this is going to end up being when I actually edit the video, so that's fun. Isn't my sister pretty? She's going to be like, wow, so much compliments from you. I'm taking the Bad Girl Bang mascara, and I like to blend the the fake eyelashes with the lashes. So I used that one too for her lower lashes, using the Powder Puff Squad Goals lipstick. It's not really a lipstick, it's just like a lip gloss. I don't even know what to call it. Anyway, I find this shade is so nice. You can darken it up. It could be really light, and that's what I was going for with this look, just a light pink lip. And yeah, my camera wasn't focusing when I was trying to show the color. So, and for setting spray, I am using the Urban Decay Day Slick setting spray. I was gonna say setting powder. I always say setting powder instead of setting spray. I don't know why. Obviously, she was taking pictures at the end. Anyways, guys, this is the final look. I really hope you guys liked it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you have something specific that you want to learn when I do videos like this. Thank you to my sister, Carla, for letting me film this video. She was very excited. So, anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.